I get to know what kind of person you are, what you stand for, what you like, all of that. And I get to know where we meet, where our midway point is, where we can converse and what we can do and what our limits would be. That's the only way. You know, if you're going to sit there and whine and not allow somebody to say their point and get their point across so that they can then turn around and listen to you, that way it's only a one-sided conversation. You know, I've had feminist girls come up to me and call me a baby killer, for Christ's sakes, and I try to state my point and say, listen, hey, I mean, I just signed on for this for the benefits, blah, blah. No, they don't want to hear none of that. They just think I'm over killing babies somewhere. Yeah, okay, sure, okay. Apparently that's the only thing I do. If you really knew who I was, what I've been through... Right, I mean, if you knew who I was, what I've been through, what I've seen, what I've done, you know, my life, my family history, things like that, you'd be different. But you don't want to know that. You want to believe that you're in your own little world where everything works out X, Y, and Z. But like most of these millennials protesting, X, Y, and Z, it's never how it works. This world is going to hand you a situation, and it's going to be upside down on its ass. And the idea is you got to work with it. You got to prepare yourself mentally and physically to tackle it, and then you just get on top of it and get it done. You figure out a solution. You know, global warming. Some people believe in it, some people don't. I truly think that this is a thing that we need to address as soon as possible, because I want my kids to grow up and, you know, live in a world where they're not going to be afraid of, you know,
with kids. Anybody can laugh at that.
I don't. I don't want my kids growing up in a world where they're going to be, you know, like, I truly think that the world's going to turn out like that Matthew McConaughey movie. I mean, there's no better way to describe it than that. I mean, it's not gonna, it might not be as severe at first, but I still don't want them growing up in that world where they're going to be in fear of, well, am I going to be able to live on this place, in this place? Am I going to, you know, food, water, you know, there's droughts, the temperature, is it going to be okay for me to frickin' step out of my house? Is it going to be like Arizona in the middle of, you know, the summer every day? Like, what is this, you know?
Yep.
The revolution's over.
You'll never know, you know? I just, you know, it's things like that. You know, you really got to know the person you're talking to. So to really end this whole rant and rave, if you will, I mean, now you know a lot more about my stance, a little bit more about what I feel. But you would have never knew that if we sat down and we didn't talk. The most important thing about politics is that we talk it out, we debate it out, maybe we might argue it, sure, but do it in a way so that people will never get detracted from the conversation, and so that people can have a dialogue where they can actually sit down and figure out, you know, what is he like, what is she like, you know, what is it like, whatever the gender you're assuming, you know, whether you're an Apache helicopter or a woman or a man or, you know, a toilet seat, whatever you identify as.
I'm a fucking A-10 tank killer.
Wait, we're finished.
Well, if that's what you identify as, then
like what?
Congratulations, you know.
Yep. I carry a lot of balls in my pants, and let's go. We're gonna drop them.
Yeah, that sounds good, you know.
Sorry. I know. Gotta be a little funny here.
On TV.
Can't be all too serious all the time, but I totally agree with what Doctor's saying. Whatever you identify as, you have that choice.
How are we gonna pull it off? Who apart from us is crazy enough to attack City Hall?
I mean, you can't just sit here and say, hey, you got this, you got that, you're doing this, you're doing that, you know?
Will you never learn?
Right.
Crawford was always saying we should learn from the past.
To kind of end out my rant, if you will, I think one thing from this political conundrum, if you will, is to not be confused, not be worried that there are powers in play that will balance everything out. It's happened. If anything, this is more like a Richard Nixon event, where everybody was so confused and dazzled and bewildered at how did he win. Just take a deep breath and realize that everybody wants the same thing. They want to unify this great nation. They want to work together in solving a lot of key problems, and you got to keep plugging away at it. You cannot just simply give up and say, that's it, I'm moving, or, you know, I'm totally just going to go against everything, riot, pillage, loot. You know, it's not going to do any good for anyone, you know?
Yep. And I completely agree with you. But even when it comes down to it, to brass tacks, everybody wants somebody that's for them. Me, I honestly could care less. I could care less who won the presidency. I could care less who got this. There's a point to it all. Why should I care? Because eventually It's not going to be my choice. It's what everybody else wants. We vote as a collective. Everybody votes for who they want. Why should one person suffer over the other? And that's where that stops. That's where I'm going to stop this talk. That's where I'm going to keep this at a... Let's see how everybody's doing. Like, I don't... You know what? Everybody has their opinions and views. And this is what I'm getting at. This is what this whole thing was for. This is why I did this broadcast. It's not because, oh, hey, I want to say, Doctor, you're a fucking retard. Or, hey, Vinny, you need to get over here and suck my dick for 5 minutes because you're wrong.
Right.
What the fuck?
Well, I mean, that's what we face. I mean, whatever side of the political spectrum you're on, you got Republicans and Democrats who just come at your throat. You say what you think, how you think we should solve world problems or national problems, you know? And that's an issue. You know, people got to understand, be open, you know? Not everyone's going to have the same idea. We get a lot of cultures, a lot of backgrounds, a lot of history in this country, and it's a toilet bowl. It really is. And you really got to sit down and learn about who you're talking with, who you're debating with, who you're arguing with, you know, because you might end up being the same person on the inside. You might not even realize until you really get to know each other. And that's kind of the lesson for the day, especially with this campaign outcome and how everybody's so already fed up with Trump. He hasn't even gotten inaugurated yet. Obama's still there. You know, even Obama and Hillary Clinton have stated it's time to unite together to work for a common goal, even though that's what you want. You know, by voicing your concerns and your ideas, you know, together, not separate.
Yeah.
If you're not unified, you're not going to get anything done. And if anything, I can go back on the Obamacare. We weren't unified on that, and it was a catastrophe. Catastrophe.
Yep.
You all remember that, for those of you who are old enough to remember it. It was a nightmare.
Yeah.
Absolute nightmare. Nothing got done over the course of 1 or 2 years. Nothing got done.
Nope. And then when it finally did, it was all fucked up.
Right. And
Brady.
take that as a lesson, that when politics isn't unified, when the people aren't unified behind politics, you get nothing accomplished. And in order for us to go anywhere, we need to strive and progress and work together. That's it. So that's what I got to say for today. And I'm sure some of you will agree, and if so, hit that like button for my buddy Jack here.
Yeah. Wait, what? I wasn't paying attention. I just agreed to that blindly. What the fuck you say?
So you see.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, there's a lot that happens. There's so much shit that happens that everybody's so self-centered. Everybody, oh, well, yeah, this is gonna happen. Oh, well, yeah, well, that's gonna happen. Okay, where do I get to get off on? I mean, I could play with myself and get off, but it doesn't get me anywhere.
KPA bodies and we didn't kill them. Looks like they've been dead
I mean,
about a day.
There's a point
the
to why I
prisoners
said
came out around here somewhere.
Right.
Why sit here and try to justify
Ethan,
somebody who's
looks like
fucking
this is where the
insane?
prisoners came out. They
Right.
must have a way to open that security gate.
So, I mean,
Damn, I was hoping it would just be a tunnel or something we could use.
let's do it this way.
Okay, we'll just have to
You're
track them
right,
down.
I'm wrong.
Find
Okay,
out
well,
how
you're
they
wrong,
opened
I'm
that
right.
gate.
Okay, we're both wrong, we're both right.
If
We
they're
both
on the
have
run,
views.
they'll be
This is
looking
why
for
we
hiding
have freedom of
places.
speech.
Could be they're holed up in one
Right.
of the stashes.
We are free to think the way we want
You
to
better
think until
download the
Hitler gets
locations
back.
from the
Right.
transceiver.
The Third Reich
Right.
is
Good
coming back.
hunting, Ethan.
I mean, that's how I'm
And,
going to explain it.
And to be honest with you, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, internationally speaking, we have had no issues besides France. And I mean, France historically has never really liked us in the first place. I mean, I don't know what it is with the French, but very sour pusses, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Pepe Le Pew doesn't really like
Brady,
us
that
stepping in
apartment
his,
building
you know,
houses
his
the
territory,
KPA
but
transceiver for Old Town.
Nope,
If you can hack the
we
system,
all just took
we
a
will
shit
be able
ton
to
of
monitor
Cheerios.
KPA activity across the
Right.
entire zone.
you know, hopefully, if it's anything that I've learned in life, it's to never be bitter, never be, and I'm going to take this from the wise words of Tim McGraw, and I'm being serious when I mean this, but always stay humble and always stay calm. You know, because bitterness and hatred, it's a headache. You know, it keeps you so conceited and so senile about everything. Eventually, everything. It might just be one or two things. You won't even realize it until people sit back and go, "What the hell is that guy?" You know, don't be that guy at the grocery store gets pissed off at looking at like grapefruits. You know, don't be that guy.
No.
You know.
And I fucking hate grapefruits, but I want to piss in somebody's churros and shit on their Wheaties.
Right.
I mean, if I wanted to sit here and argue about, oh, well, this is wrong, okay, what can I do as an individual to change it? What can my friends do to help me to change it? What can we do by working together? What can we accomplish?
We used to run medical supplies out of there until the
Well,
KPA
to answer all your
sweeped the zone.
questions, we
See
can
if you
accomplish
establish
everything
a
when we
resistance
work
presence there
together
again.
instead of divided. Just like everybody
Oh, God.
thought Hillary was going to win this thing. Did it happen?
Right.
Fuck no.
But you know what? At the end of the day, you know,
I still
it's
piss me
happened.
Cheerios.
Right. Well, I mean, sure, there's a little enthusiasm and there's a little fun to the election cycle, you know. And I won't lie, I was watching MSNBC, and they were, you know, and I was watching CNN, and I was watching Fox News. I was watching all three. I was analyzing, seeing the difference. And there were some, you know, obvious differences. You know, not everybody is on board with each other in terms of what they're showing people, but whatever. You know, I'm not gonna complain about it. But I've noticed that CNN's very down the middle with their broadcasting. I'll give them that much. And they had coverage of both the Trump headquarters and the Hillary Clinton headquarters or rally, of both of those rallies. And funny enough, the minute they found out Wisconsin went to Trump, everybody at the Hillary rally was crying, and everybody at the Trump rally was celebrating. You know, I found a little fun in that. You know, not everybody would find that funny. I mean, I you know, only because of who I supported. You know, I thought, well, you know, all these years of just bickering and bitching, and you know, you kind of get that sense of, well, look, I tried to tell you, but your candidate just lost the election, so everything you've been bitching at me about isn't coming true, sweetheart. You know.
Yep.
But after that, you know, after kind of, you know, getting that little mental victory, if you will, down. You know, I kind of stepped back, and that was it. You didn't hear a word from me. I mean, here I am now, kind of giving my point of view once again, publicly at least. But that's only because of all the crap that I've been hearing about, all the stupid crap.
Yeah, I gotta watch her. Don't know who they are. You joined a little late. You missed all the excitement, whoever is watching me. There's Dr. D617 here and my buddy Vinny. Doctor has a channel. I suggest go watching him too. Although,
Okay, Ethan, I'm
every now
uploading
and
the
then,
locations
we'll
of
keep
potential hiding
mine
places to your phone.
clean
See
this
if the
time
prisoners
out of
will hold up
respect for
and whatever.
Doctor. Although he likes to
Right.
beat me off.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Well, you better do it soon, because I'm going to be a little preoccupied, if you know what I mean.
You're damn right. You're gonna be a little preoccupied. I'll make sure to bring the tweezers. You bring the lube.
Mm.
But no, in all seriousness, did you just say God save you? That's like voting for Hillary. It didn't work.
Yeah, I know.
I believed in Jesus once.
I did too, and then he got put on a cross and burnt alive. I mean steak.
Yeah. Goddamn Jews. Hey, you know what?
Getting
No
close,
offense, but I do have a lot of
Go
great friends who are
carefully.
Jews,
Don't
so
wanna see
I'm
the
allowed to
prisoners
joke.
they're hiding.
I am allowed to joke.
Right.
As
do
I do
I.
it all the time.
Yeah. They seem a little Jewish about it at first, though.
Looks
so
like
I
the
feel
prisoners
my
have been here. Something made them move on. Maybe they're heading
I
somewhere
like to, you know,
specific.
it's funny
I
when,
wonder
you know,
if
you can
they
have a
have a
good
plan
laugh.
to get
I'd
clear
rather
of
have a
Philly.
laugh than just be
Better
pissed all the
catch them
time, to be
before they
honest
pull
with
it
you.
off.
Right.
Hey, but on the good side, like I've been trying to go around telling people, everyone's so, you know, just depressed about the election. I said, well, look at this. In the state of Massachusetts, Hillary did win, so that's a plus for you guys. So your vote did count because it did go to her getting the electoral votes out of the state. So that's looking on the bright side, it's being optimistic. And we legalized marijuana, so there you go. There's two birds for one stone. You know, 2 birds for 1 stone. Like, you know, what's better than that? I can't think of anything.
Soon, speed and cocaine. It will be legal. Oh wait, really?
Another potential bolt hole ahead?
Well,
See if there's
if we're
any
going to
trace of the
emulate anything
prisoners.
like Canada, I think it would actually be heroin would be the next thing.
The prisoners came here as well.
God.
Hopefully they didn't get far.
God. I
Keep
have a
looking.
feeling
We have to
some
find out what they
Canadian's going
know.
to get on here and I'm gonna get so many hate comments and get sued. Doctor, what did you do? Oh wait, I don't care.
Water treatment facility.
You don't know who I personally am.
Part of their gas operation.
You don't know where I'm from. You don't know what I've been through.
There.
Doctor knows because I bent him over and took him around town there a little bit. I mean,
for the record, I'm not actually gay. I got gay friends. I got gay friends, so I'm not actually gay.
I'm not gay either, guys. I just choose to fuck with everybody.
We're running out of possible hiding places. I hope you find them.
That's debatable with you, though.
Well, Vinny, you're always in my party, and we like to say a little bit. We just don't talk to people and tell them about it.
3 of us broke out, but we had to.
Don't ever do that accent again, man. Just no.
We at the docks waiting for Brooks.
Trust me, I've screwed with everybody. Even doctors been screwed with by me, and I didn't use no lube on him.
Tell him to come back for me.
I've had one too many tonight, dude. I don't want any of this shit.
You've
had one too many.
I've been sat here drinking while you guys are debating.
They might not have sailed yet.
You sound more like an American than fucking Italian or UK.
Well,
hey, don't give me that will shit. You know exactly it's the truth.
You guys are bullshitting and talking about you know American politics. Why the fuck not just join with American culture? Sit back and get drunk.
Right.
Well, actually, on the plus side, Britain's gonna not have a white minority because all the white people who are liberal as hell are probably gonna end up moving in with you guys. So, hey, at least you get to keep the white majority.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me.
You know
that won't happen.
Hey, do you guys have a anti-border patrol like Canada? They're mounted on nooses and they've got their gun patrols now.
That wounded prisoner said something about
No,
a
we
white
just have to
container.
stand a bit box bombers the moment one steps on and another one blows up.
Well, you could deal with that. You could deal with that, but I mean, come on, don't be like that. You know you want me to come live with you.
If you came with me, we'd have a major issue.
Not really. You'd be the one to cause them both.
I wouldn't be that surprised.
Either would I.
I'm shutting up again. I'm just gonna carry on drinking.
Alright guys, well it has been a pleasure talking with you guys. It's been a while since I've really sat down and had a good conversation. And since you are broadcasting, if that is correct,
I am. I have actually 2 watchers.
I'm going to go ahead and say for all those who end up watching this broadcast, and this is on YouTube, if I'm correct.
Yes.
Go ahead and subscribe to my buddy here. It's worth a while. He's got a lot of good gameplay. He's got a lot of good commentary, and you know it's worth your while. You know, whether you're at work and you just need to listen to somebody talk some sense for once in your life, or you know just shoot the shit. I mean, hey, we're here. Unfortunately,
currently,
I don't get paid for this, but I'm here.
I've actually played and switched to 2 different games. My first part of the broadcast was on Call of Duty Infinite Warfare on their zombies, which that's the only thing I'll recommend with it. I've had actually a couple talks with this prior. Make sure you definitely subscribe to Dr. D617.
No.
Oh, I got a comment.
These bodies are old. This can't be who we're looking for.
Spinorte was watching.
What the hell is going on here?
Okay, hey Spin. Say hi to Doc. Doc wants to play with everybody. How you been doing? I lost my broadcaster, so there was only 2 and now there's 1 and then they disappeared.
Empty. Damn it.
Alright guys, well I actually have to get into a party with the guy from the
looking.
Milsim and talk about some stuff here, so...
You're good. I'm going to be ending my broadcast here shortly after this mission.
Hey, Doc.
I got to go to work.
Alright, sounds good to me.
Yep. Doc Spin said hi.
Hello, hello.
So, but yeah. All in good. All's in good favor. Thank you for the talks. Thank you for joining me, Doctor. Hope to do it again sometime.
You're welcome.
Maybe we can do some Homefront Revolution, because I've seen you've been playing that. I had to go pick it up and give it a whirl for myself, and I've actually been playing the shit out of it. It's a good game.
Thank God. Who is it? I can't
But
see.
you have a good one, buddy. I'll talk to you later.
Alright, we'll do, guys. Hold on a second. I do have to fix my wing here. Unfortunately, I'm playing Battlefield 1, and a lot of guys on my ass. It's not good to fly in text. I learned the hard way.
Yep, but you're doing it both. But yeah, everybody, thank you for who has watched. Thank you for who will watch. I do apologize. My videos are for a mature audience, so if you're a kid and you get in trouble, that's your fault. You shouldn't be watching this. My videos will have 18 plus only put into them or onto them. I will be editing them here shortly to have that as their status. Doctor can even tell you I am for a more mature audience. A lot can't handle half.
Unfortunately. At least that's what we think. Hopefully. That's true.
I was going to try to throw one of my voices in there and I couldn't. Damn it. Cock block, blum,
Alright guys, well, have a wonderful night, and I shall see you all soon.
Yep, Doctor, thank you for coming again. Everybody subscribe to him. His channel is Dr. D617, I think.
If you're after a boat, the nearby repair
The
station is the
Doctor
best chance of
617.
finding one.
The Doctor 617.
Used to do supply runs
I just
along the
haven't
river
watched
from
his
here
channel
until the
lately.
North shut us down.
I don't keep up with it. I've been trying to get my own YouTube channel up and running. Which, talking about that, maybe we might be able to piggyback and help each other out. Pretty sure Spin would like to see that.
These must be Brooks' previous victims.
We'll see where we
Alright
can
guys,
get.
well,
Bastards try to claw their way
most
out.
definitely.
Not a nice way to go.
You have a good one, Doctor. Enjoy MilSim. Doctor will probably come in and we'll probably talk about MilSim. I am no longer part of MilSim. Well, I guess I can say that I'm helping or trying to be of help to MilSim. I can't really disclose much, but I am doing stuff for MilSim.
Alright guys, well, anyways, if you want to go check out the channel, go to the Doctor 617, the Doctor, it's 2 words, 617. Anyways guys, once again, please subscribe to my friend Jack here. He's a good friend of mine, and he's got some great content, great commentary. And anyways, yeah, so I'll see you all later, I guess.
Yep, you have a good one, buddy.
Alright guys, I'll see you later.
Alright, Doctor is out of here. Yeah, like I said, guys, I ain't gonna sit here. Like Doctor said, I haven't had much commentary. I keep forgetting to put my mic on and voicing stuff.
Indeed, I would definitely collaborate with you guys. Emoji slightly smiling
When the
face.
KPA found it, they assaulted it and killed everyone inside.
Like I said, everybody can watch. Vinny will be in my parties half the time. Well, that's just how me and him are. We game together. We play together. And I'm pretty sure once he gets a few games here and there, me and him will have something to play again. That's if you want to be part of my YouTube channel, Vinny. I'm pretty sure you have one of your own, don't you?
I did.
You did. What happened?
I got attacked by quite a lot of haters due to someone else's channel, and it was just blowing up my newsfeed. People who were following me on the channel managed to find out my Facebook and hacked into it and caused major issues between me and family members. So
basically, the haters gotta hate.
Yeah.
Alright, do it to mine, please do. None of my family members are on there, none of my co-workers are on there. If shit like that happens with me, you guys will probably have more issues to deal with yourself. Because I do monitor my IP and I do monitor everything that goes through it. Have fun. As for everything else, Vinny, it was nice gaming with you. Been a long time. It's been well over 4 or 5 months since we've actually gamed together. I went offline there for a good while, guys, and I was doing some childish shit back then. Now I've got a lot going on. I work 40 hours a week. I'll be on probably before work, after work. No, not after work. I'm usually deadbeat tired by the time I get home. Because my schedule for where I live is 9:30 to 6:30 a.m. and well, my time frame of that time when I go to work, like I said, I'll be getting off here shortly. So, if you fall within that time frame, that's when I won't be on. I will be uploading videos at random and at regularly. Commentary, I try to have somebody around. I tend to get a little bit bored with certain things, so it's hard for me sit and commentate. If I have somebody, it's a lot more fun. A lot more goes on. Anybody got hurt over this political stuff, I apologize, but this is my channel, and like we've all stated, I am for a more mature audience. If I don't seem mature at times, that's just how my personality is online. I am not here to please you, I am me. And you can hate me all you want. Right, Vinny? You've seen how I am.
Airship on the way in.
Yep, I have.
And that's just me.
Yep. Can't change who you are.
Right.
Basically.
And I'm not gonna be where you want me to be. There's a freedom of why I do my shit my way, and that's how this goes. Spin, one of my spectators who has commented, Spin, he's been around a few times with me.
Oh, I can't stand playing without talking to someone in a party.
Yeah, it's got to be that way. But as for Spin and Spin only, Spin's been around me. I've actually met Spin in the past. He had a different account name. I busted the balls for how he sounded, and now we're actually pretty good friends. We shoot with each other. We actually enjoy gaming. But as you can see, guys, I'm stuck here. It's close to time for me to get off, go to work. So everybody and anybody who watched me game today, I thank you for your views, and that helps try to build my channel. Like I said, my channel is specifically for a much more mature audience. If you get butthurt over what you hear, I apologize, but you've got to understand two things. I run my channel my way. If anybody gets hurt over it, I am a mature content person. I don't own any of the content that I share. I want to be clear on that. This is just my gameplay, my take of this game, which this isn't a bad game. Neither is Infinite Warfare. I mean, it sucks multiplayer-wise. It's fucking horrible. Horrible for multiplayer. As for zombies, I think they can do it, but I also have that fear that they're overdoing it with zombies, trying to get their games to sell. The only reason this one sold, and I think everybody will agree, is for Modern Warfare. Nobody wants to play Infinite Warfare. I'm the only one who will broadcast the zombies. I will not broadcast gameplay of the actual game. Well, that's a lie. I probably will broadcast solo. Single player. As for what I plan to broadcast over the next couple months, I do a lot of competition shoots. They just recently ended, so I'll have more times on the weekend to play and do what I need to do. As for everything else, you guys will just learn and meet me. You'll learn to understand me, you'll learn to understand, and hopefully we can make a good following. If I become major on YouTube, I'll owe it to my followers. And I thank you guys for whatever you do.
What about Modern Warfare Remastered?
I do have Modern Warfare Remastered. I will do multiplayer shit of that. I will have to restart campaign because I've already started my own campaign. So I will play single player of that. I will do, yeah, I'll definitely do that. That's actually a good thing, Spin. Thank you for bringing that up. I will be doing a lot of Modern Warfare Remastered. I suck at it, not to lie. After Call of Duty went downhill with the Battlefield, damn, that's another one I'll be broadcasting is Battlefield 1. But no, after everything went down with, the CODs that have come out with Infinity Ward, because they are infinitely stupid on how they did stuff. I probably won't show much gameplay with it because the games aren't really worth it. They're not like they used to be. Again, I do apologize to say it that way, but it's
well,
it's
its
true.
multiplayer is bare bones compared to all the other titles.
Well, it's not that the multiplayer is bare bones, like all the other titles. It's more of the factor, a lot of reused content, which I'll show you what I mean when I come back online tomorrow. I'll probably do some video broadcast tomorrow too. My current time right now is 8:40. 8:50, let me correct that. It's 8:50, I'll probably do it around 2 p.m. my time. It could be sooner. I try to sleep my days on that I work. I try to sleep all day because, like I said, long nights, production work, it's not something simple. As for what goes on, that's what happens. I mean, you gotta work. I mean, you don't have a choice here. If you don't like that I'm not broadcasting enough, or you'd like me to quit, you can go fuck yourself. I'm not here for your enjoyment. I'm here to have fun with my friends on here. Spin, I really hope to game with you. You're gonna have to change your title though, because the 89th no longer exists, bud. That'll be another thing I get into as well. But that'll be another time when I get into that. Like I said, there's a lot of issues, which if you listen to my first part, when I started the broadcast Spin, if you go back through everything and listen to it, you will see that. You will see that there is a lot going on with politics in my talk today. There is a lot I heard from Doctor about the 89th, what happened. Go watch it. Doctor went to Lion's Den, which, good on him. I'm glad he did, because, truthfully, I see him in a better position. Do you have any more questions, Spin Norte? I'm gonna take it that there's no more questions. I do have to be going. I gotta get ready to finish up getting my shoes on for work and check my kid out and see and make sure she's alright before I go to work, and make sure my girlfriend's good before the night's over with, before I leave. So that'll be another thing. If I'm not on broadcasting, that's why, taking care of the kid, and well, I'm doing what a parent should do. Yeah, I make time for everything. You're gonna ask how, you'll find out how. Later on down the road, depending on how things go. There might even be a time where I'm not broadcasting for a little bit, and that's because I have some issues going on. As for everybody else who watched this thing today,
we're pinned down by snipers.
I hope you guys have a feel of what I was playing zombie-wise. There'll be better commentary. I just won't ramble on. I'll actually be doing good. I'll talk more about the games, and I'll get more into it. So we'll go from there when said things happen. We'll go to that bridge when we cross it. But you guys have a good one, and this is Jack signing off.